Good morning, ladies and gents. We are here today again for another quantum slash range breaker slash orb setups. Let's see what we can find. We're gonna do a little live trading session, or not live, but trading session right now before market opens. Let's see what we can catch. Right now, I'm waiting for this level over here to break at around 514, which is a quantum level. So I have the orb on one side and on the other. I like to have like one being Oh, it broke it. Actually, slightly broke it, but not enough, right? I don't like just a small part of the candle to break it. I need to see a full move below 513. So 512.50 broke and then it bounced up. I want to see if maybe we can see a continuation. There you go. See, this is what helps me avoid fake outs, right? I don't like just look for the small part of the candle. 30-second, if this continues to cross and hold above here, it looks like the long might be good, but I'm going to wait for this 526 level to break. From here to here, it doesn't have much room, right? This is what I'm gauging right now. This is what I'm reading. I'm seeing how much room I have to the next area if I see a setup, right? And this is my 30-second setup right here. That's my A++ setup. Candle, blue candle, not a trigger candle, but you'll see, look, you see it's pushing up right now. Look at the 1 minute. 1 minute is continuing the blue candle process, but it hasn't crossed yet. So I'm still wary about this level right here, 527. And then you got the center of my morning orb here, and then you got the top, and then you got a few levels above. Right. Sometimes I see this in the morning, pre-market. You'll see little quick scalp setups, right? And if it breaks below here, now my current level is going to be that 512.50, which just so happens to be very close to this blue candle right here. If it breaks below and holds below this blue candle, that's a failed bullish move. This is all I'm gauging and waiting. Let's see if we can catch anything. If we don't, we don't. And it's okay because I ain't gonna force plays. This is where I get picky. Right. And right now, I'm seeing the 1 minute is trying to cross. It's still fighting. It's a small downtrend. It's not that deep. 525 is the first level, and then 530 is the next level of our trend. And that's another thing. I don't know if I explained this on the last video, right? Our trend cloud is an important part of our strategy. The trend cloud gives me the levels, two trends I used to draw by hand when I was doing this strategy manually without the indicator, right? So I had two different levels of trend I would watch, and each one would kind of gauge where the next potential challenge would be. So right now it's challenging the first level here at 526, got to 524, right? If it breaks that, next level will be 531. If it can break that, then we may see a challenge up to 540, a retest of this wick that it created earlier on this purple candle, this sell signal that played out pretty nicely. But let's see what we got. Let's see if it can push through this 527 or 527, 529. And there's our range breaker box. You guys got to see one pop up live. Popped up a range on the 1 minute. 30-second doesn't have anything. Had one all the way back here. You can see how it kind of played. This one played out a little bit. This one played out nicely. This one played out over here. And it's an insanely powerful tool. Look where it's rejecting. Currently, it's rejecting that 1 minute level and the center of this box I have, which I can't share too much about it at the moment because this is a secret sauce thing I share in my one-on-one sessions. It is an awesome cheat code box. Some of the guys have given it a different name, but it is an area that I mark up, and it always comes back to it when it goes away from it. So, came back from a night of being short all night. Let's see if I can show it. Like right here, look at this. It's all the way down here. Came up to a previous one. So this actually looks really nice right here. Came to a previous one, created a level of a quantum, then another, and then you can see the staircase up to our current one. But that's one I can't share, unfortunately, with y'all here. That is a secret sauce thing I share with my one-on-one students. It's a very cool thing I found by accident, just literally by, I love to back test. And when I was working on my strategy, I tested it out with several different things, and there was this strategy I found, and I just kept noticing this thing happening, and then I'm just like, let me start marking it up. I want to see if that there's any significance into it, and I just kept watching it, and I just kept seeing that there were certain things that would happen when it was above it, below it, or inside of it. And it was cool, and it always kind of gravitates towards it, and it's just cool little random levels that sometimes it plays around with. It goes back and forth. You guys got to just see. So if you guys are interested in that, my 101, you do require quantum. But I do teach quantum. I do teach quantum with the range box as well if you want to learn both. But quantum is my number one thing. That is my strategy. This is something that I created. Um, and this is what I mainly trade. Quantum with orb, quantum with range breaker. Okay, here's a break here. Break 529. I might test this. I'm just gonna tread lightly because it is 8:15 right now. See if it closes, right? I wait for candle closes. There's a wick down, push back, okay. Let's see, 30-second closed above. It looks pretty nice. I'll test it. 3. Close will be below 520, so less than 10 points. Let's see what little bit we can collect here. I am not on the right. Let me switch it over here. There you go. Now you guys can see my little profit line. Let me fix that right there. Boom. All right. And I got to set my TPs. Pre-market's tricky just because, no. Okay, good. Just because I don't always get the full moves. Like I said, my second TP is literally right below the top of orb right there, which I said earlier, I could see a challenge if it can break through here. So let's see. All right. I'm going to probably start following the 1 minute candle. So if it reverses now, I won't lose too much. So right now I'm going to set it right below this 1 minute right here. There it goes, pulling back down. It potentially could stop me out. But honestly, the best level would be down here at 519. I haven't said it yet. But that's yeah, quite the reversal right there. I might go short if it breaks this level, but that's a part of the game, right? Stop below 512. That's too much. I want to see if it breaks here and if it comes back down here and bounces, I might re-enter this. But this is the risky part. Ooh, I got a sell signal on the 30-second. Breaks below 517. Let's see if it can break to strength. I might just reverse this sucker. I'm only in with 3 micros, so it's not horrible. I'm liking the way the pull down looked pretty strong, but it could be ranging. Because this is the risky part about 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. trading. Could break back below my orb. Let's see. 1 minute is crossing. I'm going to reverse this. If I retest up here, 521, I might add a couple. Boom. Let's see if we can catch this push down. And that was a solid rejection again. Saw it earlier. Wanted to see if it would retest it, but it didn't. So let's see if we get chopped up. We could get chopped up, and if we do, I'm gonna stop and patiently wait. See if it there comes back to 521. All right, grabbed one of my cons. There goes the other one. All right, there's that retest right 522-ish area. Let's see if it holds below it. If it starts pulling back up again, and start challenging this candle, then I'm definitely gonna wait. So I'm gonna set my targets again. 508. All right, let's see. Stop would be above here, 533. That would be the failed bearish move. I left one little con at 522.25, which is weird because it supposedly pulled up to 22.75. Supposedly, but whatever. All right, I'm going to delete it for now. Let's see if we can get that pulled down. If it wicks back up, I'm going to pause and I'm going to wait. It's a part of the game, right? Part of the structure reads that we do 533. I'm going to set my stop. I don't think I said it. 533. Yeah. All right, there's my stop. And I got my two TPs. Let's see what it do. Let's see if we get caught up in a choppy zone. It does look like, if I look at it, if I scroll out, it does, yeah, it's big chop right now. Look at this. Oh, this was a nice reentry of our box. Could have played that. Didn't. Obviously, was kind of narrating and not paying attention. Got a 30-second that just broke. It's retesting the area, retesting our 1 minute again. The more times it challenges it and rejects, the better it looks. But what I'm looking now is the 30 seconds trying to cross again. 1 minute's trying to cross again, which is a very range bound move for me. But let's see. Let's see what we got here. All right, come on. First TP is about to hit. Oh, well, nope. Pulled up. It's holding this 13. Remember this 13 area I was mentioning earlier. That's where literally my first TP is at 13 on the money. Now it's going to retest that. Cross again. 30 seconds trying to cross. It needs to hold below this 520. Holds below 520. It keeps pulling itself up, so it's looking like there's some buying pressure at this 513 zone. If that can break, we can break right back below my box over here. We're going to be golden. All right, another test. So there's another test of the cross. It's just range bound in this area, just literally boom, 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 boom. Yeah, well, there's a little delay on I'm looking at my DOM and my yeah. This is the trading view delay, which I mentioned to my students. I don't trade off a trading view. I trade off a trade of eight, and I could see like what my thing says, my DOM says, versus what here, and there's like a slight delay. And when I did my trading on TradingView, it was enough for me to not like it because remember, when I'm using quant, I'm using my plays are very fast. Usually, obviously, right now it's not. This is getting stuck in morning chop part of the game. Yeah, because I'm up $30 and that thing is slowly catching up, slowly, slowly. All right, so it's bouncing back and forth right now. Let's see. All right, my dom's going crazy. There it goes. Come on. My dom goes crazy. There's a move that's about to happen. And by dom, I mean super dom. Come on, give me that push down. So close. It created a new box in our 30-second right here. There goes. Come on, come on, come on. There's a first TP. First TP hit. Let's go. Let's go. Let's keep going. Come on. Second TP is down here at 508. Let's get 508. Come on. Push it down. Push it down. Let's check my settings. I see it expanding. I might have to tap in. All right. There's the bounce back up again at the 512 area. Oh no, 30, 30. All right, hit my first TP, right? So I'm already very, very risk free at this moment. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I need to adjust my stop loss because now I'm out some of my cons. I gotta go ahead and adjust that. All right, let's see. It's rechallenging that 22, and there's a new cross. Yeah, this is just range. So the smartest thing would be get out of it. I'm gonna let it hit my stop loss just because I trust my process. And if it hits it, it hits it. Other longs looking decent, you know. But it needs to break through this big boy right here. This purple candle needs to hold 533. Sometimes I'll see it retrace halfway, 526, and then pull back down. I could try to re-add the three that I dropped already. Let's add one. So it's already kind of risk-free. Two, and one more up at the 26.25 if wants to grab it. Now I'm readjusting my airway and grabbed it. All right, and now I'm gonna come back down and let's see what happens. 21. Oh, it's a blue buy signal. Okay, definitely if this breaks up here, I'm gonna flip sides for sure. It's looking strong right now, but it's just in this box range, so it could reject here again. Get it before, right? Rejected before here. So this could be our new lower high. Let's see. All right. Let's see if it is or if it decides to break right through the candle, 533. I'm gonna size up of it if it does. What time is it? What time is it? 8:30 almost. 8:30. Not much at this time. It's just chop. This is morning. I'm gonna probably try. I have a one-on-one later, so I would love to trade when I trade, which is normally between 10 and 11:30. But that's also the time I do my one-on-ones because those are the best time to do them. It's gonna come down and retest this 519 area. I got my first with what I added. My first TP is now 517, and my second one is now 512. So it's a part of when I do DCA, I readjust my targets, right? And right now, what I'm looking at is if this breaks above 530, I might actually just flip it, get in the long. Okay, not yet. Let's see what you do. Super range bound. Like we could have caught like little micro moves here. This one would have been a nice spike up, and obviously had the little tiny short here. Candle looked a little bit big, but it's been bouncing around back and forth. So right now it's just rangy. I'm trying to catch like these full moves, which I honestly shouldn't. But all right, there goes. Grab my stop. Now flipped. I added because I know if it breaks this candle right here. Now we're gonna see our push to 39. That's where my current first TP would be. There you go. So this is how I play it. This is how I play it. There it goes. First TP hit. Next one's at 40, 43. What was it? 43, 38, 43 is next. That's where I set it. Now I can't remember where it was supposed to be. All right, now it's going to tap the top of our orb. And if it can break this, boom, 549 is next. And these are just quick, just moves. Obviously not the best examples. You guys get to kind of see my emotions. Again, this is like not the best ideal time for me to trade like I'm trading right now. Usually I catch them. There goes, there goes. I catch better moves between 10 and 11:30. So that's my bread and butter time. Come on, break through, and tap up here. 549. As soon as it grabs my second, I'm gonna trail. It's so laggy. Like what you guys are seeing is not what I'm seeing. It like takes a second. So it's weird because I'm trying to like look at this and I'm looking at mine and I'm seeing I'm getting confused. But it's all good. All right, now I'm seeing the 30 seconds trying to curl. Needs to break and hold above 39. 1 minute. Looks like it's trying to curl as well. Come on. Get that second one. Get me a 5 4 to yeah, 5 4 to 3. What was nice about these first two plays, right? They got reversed and hit the L, and I did add a couple, but the stop loss was close already. Is once I hit that first TP is risk reduction. That's my style, right? 5 points is my first TP, and that's for risk reduction. Also, to go into psychology for me, that's also my previous job, right? When I go in with 3 micros, I used to average $30 an hour. So with 3 micros, the first TP5 is $10, the second is 30, right? I take that in a few, sometimes a minute, sometimes seconds. And I used to do a job for 1 hour where I would do an hour's worth of physical labor and mentally draining, you know, well, there goes the mentally draining stuff to take $30 an hour. So why wouldn't I take 30 bucks in seconds? It's just always been my psychology, my train of thought. Let's go. Come on. Grab that 43. There we go, baby. There we go. Now I can trail. I'm going to trail by 5 points. Let's see how far this thing can go. Almost feel like trailing separately. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm going to trail 2 closer and then chew by 5. Let's do that. Let's do that. So I have 4 cons left. I went a little heavier on this. I went 3 and then I went 4 because I did see it approaching up. I saw my buy signals, obviously. I always adjust to what I see, my candles, my structure. All right. Trailed me out on my first set. My second set's down at 37. There it goes. Trailed me out. Beautiful. Rejected off the top. Now I'm back to 465. I don't even know what I started the day with, so y'all probably saw it. Well, let's continue. Now the short, now we got a purple. Let's see if it can break below this first level, then it can get down to the second. It's the cross is formed right behind it. There's a purple on the 1 minute. Boom, boom, boom. I'm entering it for a quick little drop scalp if I can catch it. Stop is right above at 42, so 10-point stop loss. And this is my scalping game that I do over and over again. Usually these happen much quicker in New York session with the volatility and fun stuff. 42. All right. If this 1 minute can complete its cross, it'll be golden. It could retest up here at that 539 area. My stop is right above it at 542, 543. I went in with currently just 3 micros because I do want to potentially add, as I keep seeing it rejecting. I mean, you're seeing, obviously it's coming up, coming up. If it does break again, I'm gonna go long again. But I'm respecting my levels, I'm respecting my stops, and as I go, usually I'll start growing up slowly and accumulate the wins little by little. All right, 1 minute's trying, it's curling. They already curled down. It's trying to cross. 30-second cross up here. Could push back down to 519 and 550. So you got 30-point range, potential 30-point range. All right, broke out of our box, pushed up. 1 minute and on the 30-second. Both were really nice. This is what's really nice about these. Right, because I switched it somewhere around here at 30 when it broke here. That's where I flipped it. 33, I think, is where I caught the actual flip move. But with this confluence, with some patience when you wait for them to develop, it's even better. Like right now, I'm just playing more quantum stuff. But with this, man, I've been catching some really good stuff. And there's guys in the chats who have really caught really nice stuff. So here we go again, right? This breaks above this 541, right? Failed purple candle right here. 542, I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to double up my cons. I'm going to be ready for it. If it breaks, it's going to continue. Right? You can see on the trend cloud on the 1 minute and the 30-second, right? It challenged that second level, held 1 minute right now. It's holding on to that first level, kind of tapped into the second level a little bit, which is right into the center of our morning orb. Bounced up, and you're seeing now it's crossing, and now the cross is getting tighter, or the EMAs are getting tighter. So the cross is potentially going to close, and that could give a push if it closes below. We have to see it form, close, and then challenge it if it can hold below. Let's say below 33, 34. There goes 32. All right, there's form right here at 34.75. There's that push. There's the push. All right, challenged our candle. Let's see if it can break this 29. My first TP's at 26, 26.50. Next would be 21.50. There it goes. Come on. Nope. It just jumped up to retest again, 534 area. There it goes. Come on. and let it do its thing. Let it do its thing, right? Now I can move like what I got into, right? I could have added, I could move my stop loss now above 538, right? That's an option you can do when you want to reduce your risk, 538. I'm keeping it up here for now. I want to see what it's going to do. Hey, come on, they're almost coming up to my first. Got to kind of treat the mornings almost like PM sometimes when there's the volumes can kind of so and in PM session, Asia sessions, I go for 5 points and then I trail immediately. That's Asia session for me. Almost feels like I should be doing the same here because it's kind of giving you little pushes random here and there. There it goes. Come on. There's my first TP. Beautiful. Let's go for that second one. Second one would be pretty much the challenge right here. Second one is at 521.50, which would be the potential retap of this, which would need to break the level here at 23. On my box, it literally just bounced off the center at 526. And there's that second level, right? Just bottom of orb, bottom of my morning orb. So let me see if it can continue to pull its way. I'm going to adjust my TP now to 537 because I already took my first TP. No point in risking too much at this point. Let's limit it with that. And then let's see if we can pull down. I don't like to get too much back, but this is my scalping game. Like I said, this is like, quantum gives me the gauges. You guys can see it. You guys can see when these candles form, how you see that push, right? But the problem right now is there's no volume. It's almost, what time is it? So 8:36. There's still very little volume. I'm used to some mornings where there's decent volume. Today's just been really like, I don't know if there's something going on later today. I know Powell spoke yesterday. But when I see hesitation like this, usually there's news, there's a meeting, maybe Trump is going to talk. But for this time right now, this is kind of low volume. Like the movements are slow. The candles look big, but they're not. This is what you would see in Asia, right? This is a 13 or not even a 12-point candle right here. And it looks big, right? This one right here is same thing. It's less than 15 points. This right here on the 30-second, same thing. This is a 12-point candle. They're not huge. All right, let's see if we can get that tap. Give me that tap. Let's see what I'm currently. I'm still up pretty good. I'm still up almost 500 bucks on this account. This is a fresh eval account. I don't trade my fundeds at this time. My bread and butter time is between 10 and 11:30. All right, almost there on my second. Almost there on my second. Let's go. Just needs a little. Yeah, come on. Got it. It got it. Sweet. Now I'm gonna trail by 5. Let's go, baby. We go. We got over 500. I'm trailing. I'm gonna tighten it up because it's approaching. It could jump here. Oh, yeah, break through it. Come on. I'm still trailing it close. Let's go. Let's melt a little bit. Come on. I'm trailing it closer. Just 1 micro now. I fluctuate with my micros on my evals. My evals, I play a little aggressive. I'll go from 3 to 6 to 9, depending on how I'm feeling on the play. Or I was hesitant on this one, but I caught that pop up. I limited my losses when I got the first TPs. That's something my students love to ask me, like, why do I hit 5 and 10? Why always 5 and 10, right? Why not more? And it's two things. One, risk reduction. Two is, when it's going to trail me out, almost when the moves are good, you can almost always get your 5 points, right? And I'd rather always get that and reduce my risk and let the thing play out, and then potentially get my 30 when I'm playing 3 than to try to go in too heavy and then take $100+ loss with, one heavy play on a funded and then be chasing that, recovery all day and then start revenge trading and then, what revenge trading leads to, usually a blown account. And these are like rules I set upon myself just to control that rage demon, um, that bastard that just wants you to overtrade and blow your accounts and then revenge trade. And I can't say overtrade. I do overtrade. I'm kind of the overtrading king. Like I'll take a ton of trades, but I see my setups all the time. but they're like I said, they're safe scalp plays for me, right? So I'm reading off of what I'm saying, right? How to buy, how to sell. Like we caught this short, we could, even if it's chop, right? Look at this. This is like pretty freaking choppy. I can still catch plays. You saw me take some L's, and I'm still remade it, and just like the previous video, it's the same examples. Like, all right, let's see if we can break down below 512 finally. All right, if we can break below here, then we may see a push back to 495. If it doesn't and it bounces back up, I'm almost tempted just to test the bounce and see if it breaks. Right there it goes. Too late. I missed it. I missed it. And it's okay. Right. These are little things that I see, right? Patterns. We're reading patterns, repetitive patterns where it bounced several times already. Go back here and you see our range boxes here and here. And you could just see this level is holding up. If it breaks that, we're going to see a pretty strong move down, in my opinion. But it needs to break. It needs to break in the 30-second. You can see, right, our range boxes here. And then it needs to break below these to lead down to that 496. For 1 minute is flipping its trend again. So the short does look interesting again. But I want to see this 512 get before I enter anything. The 30 seconds curling, right? 1 minute's not yet. Does look interesting for potential pull back up to retest this 526. Not enough room for me to take anything. And I'm gonna do one of these when I have free time and I don't have a one-on-one session. I'm gonna do maybe I might do a whole hour. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a whole hour reporting like an hour worth of my trades. But I do get picky, so it's not like the whole hour I'm taking trades. I'm waiting. I wait for setups. I take in my test, just like you're seeing now. I do this, and then I I strike out two, three times or three times, and I move on to my next account. But by the time I took two little L's just to give examples of certain setups and things like that, right? Struck out twice, but I'm already so green in this account, right? I'm up 521 bucks on this account from last night to some trades I took early this morning. So I'm not sweating it. Yeah, except when I take my three L's. By the time I take my three full blown L's, I'm in the green and I'll move on. Ooh, there's a nice blue. Stop would be below 515. 1 minute's not flipping yet, so I'm not confident in that one. You see the deep red trend of 1 minute's currently fighting, and then okay, now it's starting to curl up a bit. So now it's looking semi-interesting. I could enter a potential test and stop below 512 again, but it's approaching it. There's a push down. If it could stay below 516 and then break that 512, the short. Short looks interesting. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Is it going to bounce again? If it bounces again and reclaims the 16, and I start seeing the 1 minute, then I might test along. But I'm liking that short. All right, let's see. We're at 512. Can it break and hold below it? Can it break and hold below it? This will be a simple level break. I treat these just like my levels where I'm going to enter three. Let's enter three. My stop loss is going to be right above. Back break in 521. Let's test it. Let's test it. My favorite word. If it can hold below it, you should see a decent push. And it's risky again. 843. Closer we get to 9. Come on. This is a 10-point stop loss, so not big at all. Could easily push itself back up. We got incoming volume in about 15 minutes. Let's see. All right, let's go. Come on. 506.50. Tell me 506.50. It's close. It's almost there. It's almost there. It was off by like a point, like half a point. It hit six. It hits. Man, why did this thing say it hit 650? This thing says it hit 625. That's BS. My first TP is 650, and it did not grab it. I'm trading MNQ, and I know there's slight differences between NQ and MNQs. Shouldn't be. Honestly, there shouldn't be. I don't know why there is. The chart, it's just the contracts that are different. The charts themselves should be identical. All right. Can it hold below? Can it hold below 512? To continue its merry way down. Come on. Come on. Come on. Right there again. Nope. You want to be careful. The 30 seconds starting to curl up and it cross right here. If it holds above 508, it's pushing itself back up. So you see the reaction. It crosses, boom. The 1 minute starting to curl. Oh man, this is risk. This is tricky right now. This is very tricky. If it holds, if I don't see it break back down below 508, uh, potentially flip sides. Come on, grab it. Grab it this time. You were right there. Actually, grab it. There we go. First TP hit. I am gonna start trailing. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go break even. Because I know if it holds and regains that cross, it's gonna pump itself break up. So I'm gonna play this one safe. I'm playing break even at the moment. I might trail it a little bit closer. If it takes me out, it takes me out. I ain't giving it back. I ain't giving back. Because right now it's riskier time. We see the cross, it reclaimed at 507. If it can hold above that, you're going to see a push up if this 1 minute continues to curl. Not boom. There you go. Come on. I'm going to trail closer. I'm going to trail closer. Closer we get to 9, the more movements you get to see. So I'm about to take a break after this gets out. If it gets me out right here, if it takes me out, almost took me out. Almost trailed me out. Let's see. And then we'll wait for that next little move session. But very simple. There you go. Trailed me out. Beautiful. Sweet. So up 545. That was just 3 micros. Took a while, but you saw that push, right? That was just a simple level break of the orb and my box. So that was an easy short. Wish I had a little more strength. My second TP was 501 something, but like, this is where you got to be careful, right? This is why I never fully hold to the levels, right? Because when these levels form, depending on their strength, they might not touch all the way. They might get close, and then they might push up before they get there. But I'm watching my lines, right? These levels I got, my lines react as it gets closer, and you could see it starting to curl as it got closer. I was like, I'm going to start trading close. Why? Because look, right? It's almost like I saw it coming because I did it. I'm used to reading these patterns. I'm used to watching and reading these patterns develop over and over and over again. Right? The 1 minute's attempting, right? But it's getting risky now, right? I don't like to trade 15 minutes before an hourly potential volume time. 9 a.m. is a volume time. It's anticipation to 9:30. So anything like that, 6 a.m. when the market opens for regular stocks, 9:30, times like that. 9:30, I'll catch a play here and there at 9:30, but it depends on the setup. If it doesn't look like a good setup, like if I don't see a clear stop and it's too wide or whatever it may be, I don't like to enter. I'll wait. I will wait. hmm Look at that. Very simple. So this is what I do when I'm reading my charts. Just reading what I saw up here, right? We saw the short start up here. Could have wrote it down. I don't. Right? I take what I take and then I stop, right? Some of y'all may be different. That's okay, man. You make it your own. You make it your own, but you understand your risks. You understand what you're willing to take. You're understanding you're following the plan. The important thing is that you follow the plan and then you don't try to fight the system. Right? It's here. I'm explaining it. I'm seeing it, right? You saw me get stopped out. You saw me hit my 5 points. I get stopped out. And then what did I do? Reset, watched again, waited for the next setup, took it. Confident, right? I'm trying to catch multiple trades during this time so that, I can make the content too. But if it were really me taking my trades, I would have been a lot more patient. Either way, you guys see how I'm waiting for these setups, and all I'm doing is following the plan, right? If I see it starting to curl and I see a reaction near a level, I'm going to tighten up my trail. I'm going to trail closer, right? Look what happened here, right? Why did I say I'm going to go to break even after the first? Look at this. Look what's happening, right? So the 30-second trying to curl, the 1 minute was trying, and there it is, right? There's that push back up. I'm not going to be holding on to a prayer and a hope, right? That's the worst strategy we can use as traders. Prayer and hope strategy does not work. Unfortunately, I wish it did. It would be great, but it doesn't, right? We analyze our charts, we have a plan in place, and we follow with the tools that we choose to use, all right? And you guys have the option to use this tool that we created eh, to give yourself an edge, give yourself that little extra edge. And it is super simple and super beautiful to follow. Once you understand it, it feels cheat code-ish. Once you get it, it just feels fun, man. It gets fun to trade because now I know what I'm doing, right? If I tested the long here, my stop loss is below the blue candle. Or what else, right? What's it going to do? It's going to potentially retest the cross right here, right? Or right here. Fortunately, it's not an A plus plus setup. Why? Because I don't have my blue candle here, right? Which would be my bullish candle, like here, to form. Now we're getting what? Purple candle, right? And look. This is another thing I like to show, right? Where do these candles form? When you're ranging or right before a move, right here, boom, move, range, move, range, or not really, yeah, here range, boom, little push down, little range, push back up, and then there was just this big wide range. You saw them fighting back and forth, right? Came up here, gave you your little read with the A plus plus setup thing, you could see it push down. Now you're seeing another one, right? Now it flipped, stays below 508, same thing. Now the short looks good again. Let me check my settings on range breaker because, yeah, settings are right. All right, sweet. 2 more, yep. All right, sweet. Look at that. 9 a.m. is approaching, and what are we seeing? Range and chop, and I love that this is catching it. I love that it's catching it. On the 30-second, it's trying to break out. I'm not trusting it. I mean, again, we could play a little gamble on it. Should we? Oh, look at that big blue candle. Look at that big bullish candle forming. It looks interesting now, but again, it's super risky because of the time. I mean, we could like gamble with three or two. Let's do two. Let's do two. I'm gonna do two. First TP would be 24. Let's just see. And then I'm gonna immediately trail my last con. Just two micros. Nothing major because it's risky. 9 a.m. But I've seen this thing. Like I've watched my quantum before news and before openings, and sometimes I feel like it reads really well what can potentially happen at open or right before news. Like it sets it up, and if you learn, the areas where it can hold above, obviously where the crosses are, and where the previous defensive candles are for the short or the long, things like that, you see what levels hold. Let's see if it hits that first TP. And risky because where's my level right here? 530, no, 534, the center, yeah, there it goes. It's about to take it. It's about to take the first one. I'm going to trail immediately. Is it going to stall out there? I want to be surprised. Stop loss for me would be below 504 with two micros, which is small, or it could be 509. 509 probably better right here. That's like right. No, 5. This would be the best stop because it's gonna potentially come back down and challenge that cross. Came really close to my TP and pulled down. But why? Because I'm expecting a retest of the cross. And this looks decent, right? Came up, didn't fully tap it. So if this holds this whole, and this is the other beautiful part, right? When things line up, it's nice. You can see where the trend flipped, or it's holding is right, literally right on the cross. So, I can add. Let me add. I'm gonna add one. And then my stop loss will be right below that, still 504, 504.
Yeah, let's do that. Now I'm going to adjust my first TP. And then now it's at 522.75. Let's see. And then I'm going to put my second one in. Now I have three contracts. Let me play it like I normally would. Now I'm going to see if this uptrend can hold pretty well. And if it can overtake this bearish candle 520, we might see that continuation push up. This is risky as heck. This is not a normal play I would take because at the time, I'm just kind of gauging, almost like I do with Power Hour, that MOC candle. I'm gauging what could potentially happen. I'm looking at my levels and I'm seeing if this holds, we could see a push. That's all I'm doing. Right now, I need it to overtake this 521, 520, 521 area. There it comes. Will it be able to, though? That's the question. All right, here we go. 525. Some rejection. So you can see it's candle holds weight. Same with the blues. These hold weight. All right, let's see. Is it going to claim it? Is it going to claim it? All right, broke above it. Can it hold above it? Gonna break it. It's about to hit my first TP on that one that I added. Come on, take it, 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 take it. Wow, didn't take it. It like I saw it hit 22.50. Didn't want to hit 22.75. Oh, I forgot to turn off the. I don't like having the signals on the range breaker. That was a signal from range breaker. I like to play them just like I'll play my level. Oh, there goes my first TP. Awesome, beautiful. All right, let's see if it hits that second one. There it's coming. 27.75 is the next one. Let's see, let's see, let's see. And you guys can see how quickly I'm approaching six, like just few micros at a time. Except for that one trade that I took. Oh no, it hit 20. It's doing that little tease. I mean, it's hitting the center right here. But 27.75 at 27.50. Oh man. All right, there you go. Come on, just take it. Take it, and then I'll trail immediately. Come on. I mean, honestly, I should trail already. There it goes. Oh yeah. All right, I'm trailing already. I'm trailing a little tight just because of the time. We're a few minutes away. I'm gonna get rid of my stop loss down here so it doesn't pull down and decide to pull down and grab him. Beautiful. 594 and let's go. You guys can see super simple stuff. At least for me, I say it's super simple, and I know some of y'all will be like, I'm trying to learn it, and I've done this for a long time now. But with the indicator itself, it's been 3 months. 3 months with the indicator. When I used to do this manually, it was a lot more strenuous. Oh, there you go. Keep pushing up. Keep pushing up, baby. Let's go. I'm trailing close. I'm trailing by 2 points right now. I ain't giving much back. I'm trailing close as hell. This is what I do. I don't give back. Come on, keep going, keep going. I want to keep going. Let's go. Oh yeah, it's looking good. I'm trailing by 2 points, and it's still not taking me out. Let's go. It's approaching this right here now, 34. So it could. Let's see. Oh, we broke 600. And there, took me out. Took me out. 601. Wow. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Didn't come out break even on this one at least, but either way, I want to make more of these. I hope to continue to show you guys these little lessons and these little like, playthroughs. And you guys can go back to the chart the time. You guys can see the time that I'm trading. Today is, yeah, I forget the date, June 3rd, 2025. If you want to go back and back test. If you're part of the chat, the quantum chat, you'll see my settings and the pin messages. I use the basic settings. There are other settings that you can use to kind of drown out some sound. But with the freaking range breaker, you don't really need to drown out a whole lot. I mean, it catches these ranges pretty beautifully, like really, really beautifully. Like, look at this on the 1 minute, just on the 30 second. Like, we saw this, right? We saw the blue candle. All these confluences give you that edge, and it is just an unbelievable edge so far. We introduced this on Friday of last week to the team, to our members, to subscribe. Um, Again, it's a premium indicator. We put a ton of work into this. My boy Owen doesn't get enough shout outs. Without him, I wouldn't have quantum shift indicator. Like I knew my strategy. I was doing this thing manually, but without my boy Owen, like dude's a mad scientist with the script writing, and he did a beautiful job. The fact that I can just plug it in like this and not scroll through my charts and have to draw out all my trends and stuff. Like, thank you, brother. Thank you. Because now I feel like I have the ultimate cheat code. Um, and it's fun as hell to trade with this. It's fun as hell to trade with it. I ain't gonna lie. So I'll see you guys on the next vid. I'm looking forward to continue to do these long, you know, kind of longer videos, kind of instructional trade alongs, whatever you want to call them. They're kind of cool, kind of fun, and get to make a little bit of money while explaining the system. So yeah, all right, guys. Well, thank you very much for joining me. Like and subscribe. For more. Obviously, I'm very new to this whole game. I'm super new to social media. I have my Instagram. You guys can find those links in my profile. Um, Other than that, join me in Power Hour. Join the MOT group, Max Options Trading. Link is as well in my profile in the description. We'll try to have it down there for you guys to join. It's a free community. You get to watch Max and Llama trade in the morning, and then myself with my brother Logan. We trade Power Hour, 3 to 4 p.m. Eastern time every day. Join us there. You get to see this in live action. You get to see me calling out the levels, calling out what I'm looking at, same kind of deal. And then we play the MOC candle. Um, and we are currently, as of today, we are undefeated. We're like 30 and 0, I think. I think 29 and 0 or 30 and 0. We haven't had a losing day for 30 days, which is incredible. Now, I'm knocking on wood. I hope it doesn't end today. Um, but it's an amazing community, guys. Tons of us in there. Very, very helpful community. Um, and I'd love to see you all there. I'd love to see you all there. So please join, follow, please like and subscribe, hit the bell, all that fun stuff. I have to work on all this because, like, again, I said, I'm new to this. This whole thing is very weird for me. I'm an introvert at heart, and I'm trying to get out my shell a little bit more and get used to doing all this. But it's fun. It's been really fun. It's been like this life altering stuff. All right, I keep rambling on. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.